all you beautiful beings. I'm so glad you could join us for the Joyful Finding Show. Yay! September 29th, you guys. One day left of this month and we're out of here. October is here. Woo! Time is flying. I've been saying this for years now. If you guys have been listening to me, I've been saying this for years. Time's flying, 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 flying so fast, so fast, so fast. Hold on to your pants because it's only getting faster and faster. It feels like we're in this when I say that, like when you're on those I'm being reminded of like a water park right now, and you're kind of like going down the little water tube, so this is like that lazy river I've been talking about we've been in, but now we're just going to like swoop through these little tunnels and get exactly where we need to go, and just hold on because you don't want to fall out of your raft. Just hang on. It's all good. It's all good. We're going to have fun as we do this. Thank you, Kathy. I already have 3 donations tonight. You guys are rocking it. I'll go through that in a minute. Thank you, Kathy. Let me write that down. So glad to see you, dear. It's been a little bit. Happy to have you here again. All right. So what has been happening this week? I can tell you the last 2 days. Woo, the energy has been quite intense for me. Quite intense. Quite intense. It's been rocking me a little bit. I had to go out and hug the ground yesterday. I had to go lay on the ground and give Mother Earth a big old hug. And just be like, all right, we need to like balance these energies with each other because I am like over like, whoa. So there's been a lot of that going on. So if you guys have been feeling that as well, I am not surprised because there's a lot of energy coming right now. And as Tiffany just reminded me before the show, we have a full moon this evening. And this is the harvest moon, my friends, harvest moon. So what have you been cultivating and nurturing and wondering about all summer? All summer. What have you guys been working through? Summer? No, we started back in spring, right? Because winter is the dormant time, right? Everything's dormant in that. So then spring, we were lively. We were getting things going. We were getting things in action. We're getting things going. Right? You guys have been planting your seeds. You've been working on yourselves. You've been releasing a lot of stuff. I've been getting that too. We were going to release a lot of stuff tonight. I'm going to bring that up too because people are just holding on to too much stuff. I've been brought into different situations where you could just, feel it, and then others just don't feel it at all. They're just going about their days. It's very strange. But anyways, just my observations because I like to observe. But anyways, where am I going with all that? I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. So they want to talk about healing a little bit, right? So everybody, I was thinking about this while I was getting ready for the show, right? It was like, you guys have been doing so much, right? Of all this energy stuff, of all this spiritual work, all this human work, all this trying to decipher through all of it, right? You're just trying to decipher through all of this menagerie of stuff, right? It's all being thrown at you, maybe sometimes all at once. Sometimes you're able to decipher through it a little bit easier. But right now, I am asking all the healing guides, all our healing guides, right? Because we all have some, our higher selves calling in all their healing posses that are coming all together to bring healing to all that are listening now, all that will listen later, all that you need to let go of, anything that you need clarity on, whatever it is that's going to help you kind of like really move yourself forward, okay? Because, and I feel like a lot of people are feeling like a lot of stuff in their in their chest area, right? In that heart chakra area. Not so much the throat. I feel like you guys are really getting your voice now. So this is really getting more in tune with yourselves, right? And I feel like there is a lot of like, this is what they remind me of. I feel like there's a lot of shifting going on there right now. So you remember those, like when, some of those people that are like my age, anyone that's a lot younger, you may not know what they are, but remember those little games that used to come with like a little picture and you'd be able to slide those babies around and you'd be able to like make that picture again and then mess it up and then make that picture again. Well, that's kind of the same thing. We're kind of like sliding. It's kind of like sliding everything into place. Like everything's been mismatched, right? It's all the pieces have been there, right? They've just been all scattered all over the place. They didn't make rhyme nor reason. So now it's kind of like you're all kind of like, you know, going, and it feels really good as I'm talking about this. So I want you guys to really tap in and to feel into this. Okay. So not only did I need this, but you guys need this as well. So it's kind of like all those pieces being moved around so that they're in the right order, right? Because not all chaos and you need chaos. No more, no more, right? It's like all the pieces are kind of like getting moved into place. Okay. So you are in true alignment, right? Because it's like you've been going down this path, right? And it's never been straight. It's always been like this bob and weave type of thing. But, anyways, you're getting more linear, right? And they're getting more in tune with yourself. And I can feel this in the back of my chest too. Okay. So, like in your, like my shoulder blades. Okay. So I want you guys to feel into that too. Release that, whatever that tightness is, just release it. Just let it go. It's part of the movement, right? We have to move all these pieces around. And why not do it in the harvest moon, right? So that we can really manifest what it is that we've been truly trying to harvest for ourselves, right? And that's and that's our true selves, right? Pulling off all the masks, all the layers, all the beliefs that no longer truly serve us anymore, you know, and it's like really finding and fine tuning ourselves right into the right frequency, right? Not only is all this just kind of like moving around, but you know, like when you're trying to, you know, back in the day when we didn't have digital and you had to like turn the knob to get to the radio station. And if you were off just a little bit, there'd be static involved. But if you got to the right place and you were picking up that reception, that's kind of what you're doing right now. You guys are all kind of like getting tuned up right now, right? To tune into your highest selves, because that's truly what's important as we move forward right now, because there's a lot of things that are shaking and moving, right? No matter what it is, no matter where you are. And I noticed like, again, I was telling Tiffany because she lives up there in Connecticut, you know, and it's like they're having like the same weather we had last year, just a little bit differently, you know, because we had the hurricane at this time last year. Ian was here and visited us, you know, and we woke up the next day when we're like, oh, this sucks. But anyways, there's a lot of people that are like, you know, dealing with flooding in New York and Connecticut. I saw my cousin in Norwalk and Darien making comments and stuff. So people are, there's a lot of stuff, right? That's kind of like moving. And I've been saying this since I stepped into the spiritual realm when I first started to tap in to trust myself, that everything that was hidden from us had to come to the surface, right? And not only that, but Mother Earth is also making herself very well known, whether it be parts, you know, not all, but some has been manipulated. But, you know, there's things that are coming about so that you can see things for what they truly are. And a lot of those rains will be very cleansing in the end when we can see what's at the bottom of that. So I feel like it's doing a major flushing. Okay. So Mother Earth is helping to assist in this flushing of this stuff that needs to come to the surface. Okay. Just like all the earthquakes that have been happening around the world, or even some of the volcanoes doing their little things that they're doing. There's a little bit of like disruption all over the place. There's all this like disruption going on all over the place all at once, okay? And this is where it's important that we find our calm, right? Because we are the calm in the storm, right? We've already been through all our storms. We've lived through everything that we've endured until this day, right? To know that we can weather our storms, right? And we are now focusing on what we are creating outside of that, right? Because all that's created out there, that's all fine and good. Now we're focusing on, right? Because more of the consciousness is waking up. So I feel like we've got more of these, and this is cute because I'm seeing them as wagon wheels, right? Yeah, and we need to have a drink. But yes, wagon wheels. So we're all coming together. We're all a spoke to the wheel. And there can be many spokes. I wonder what all that means. That's funny. But anyways, that's awesome. You know, sometimes I just ramble on about things that just come to me and they want to, you know, the information is being flowed to me in such a way that you guys, I don't even know how to describe it. This is when you know you're in your flow and in your trust, right? Because it feels good, right? This is how you know you're connecting to your higher self. And this is something that you guys should always pay attention to, too. I feel like this is important to talk about the more that we get into the spiritual stuff, right? Because we are a spiritual being in this human body, right? But we don't, there's some spiritual beings out there that are manipulative, okay? And we're supposed to be able to decipher through and not allow those into our space anymore, right? So that's part of where that protection comes in, whether it's your bubble up or your shields or your armor of God or whatever it is. I want you to be mindful of putting that up every day, okay? When you wake up in the morning, if you're mindful of it, just helps add a little bit more ease to your day. And I think I forgot that the last couple days. So I'm going to saying that for myself and for others as well. Okay. So just putting that out there a little bit. And then what else is there? There's a lot of energy and stuff that's coming and it's changing quickly. So there's just like, whatever it is that you're in tune with right now, whatever information that is flowing in front of you is supposed to awaken you in one way, shape, form, or another. Okay. God is giving you messages through earth signs. So whether it's you pop on your social media and a story pops up in front of you, or all of a sudden you're driving down the street and you see something in the sky and it reminds you of X, Y, and Z, or you're seeing the exact same numbers you've been seeing repeatedly. I just want you to truly be aware of those signs and those symbols that are coming up for you. Okay, because you're being validated in ways that you have not been validated before. Okay, so this is all going to be very cool. And again, these 3 words right here, woo, trust, faith, and God, right here. Those are the powerful ones. Again, faith has been hard because we were taught a different way, and it's funny because earlier in the day, I could think of the perfect words of how I wanted to explain something to all of you, right? I was like having this whole conversation in my head, and I was there with my, I was having a conversation with my father who has passed over, because he was like, he brought some information to me. We discussed it, but I guess I'm not really supposed to share that this evening because I was like, it was all so well drafted in my brain so that I could share that, but then poof, it's gone. So sometimes things may come and some things may just vanish, right? So that's why sometimes it's important to write these things down. Keep yourself a journal of things that are showing up for you. Be like, all right, I'm going to keep track of all the animals that show up for me today, right? And so you might start out, it was like when I went outside yesterday, first there was the dragonfly, and then there was the lizard, and then there was the bee, and then it was the blue jay. I just want you to pay attention to the things that are kind of showing up in your life, okay? And it could be the things that are showing up every day that you haven't been paying attention to, but all of a sudden you're going to pay attention to the pattern that has just shown up for you. So pay attention. That's what I'm asking for, to pay attention, right? And be in tune with yourself, your higher self. That's what I wanted to say earlier. Because when I first started out working with the spiritual stuff, I used to talk to all kinds of different entities and things. And I know a lot more in my spiritual realm than I can say in my human form. Okay, because I can see and experience things that I've known for a very, very, very long time. Things that are not of this earth. Okay, and a lot of you are able to do this as well, but you stay so earthly, I'm going to say, okay, rather than allowing yourself to think outside of the box a little bit. So I'm wanting some of you to like reach out a little bit, expand a little bit more, feel into whatever it is that you need to feel into that's going to help to expand in the forward motion, okay? Because we've been held back for far, far too long, okay? Far, far too long. Yeah. So how does that make y'all feel? I guess I should say hello to some of you guys. I've been just chatting, not even saying hello to you guys. I love you guys, though. All right, let's scroll up to the top here. You guys have been chit-chatting. All right, you guys. Robert is my first donation this evening. He tipped me over there at 5:11 p.m. at Super Chats. And then I have Richard, who Venmoed me the $5 over there. There's my Venmo up on the page there if you guys are interested. And then I have Kathy Bray that also tipped me $9.99 over there on my super chat. So thank you very much, my friend. So when I go to get messages, those three will be first in a row. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so I just want to say hello to some of you guys. So hello, Robert and Ruth, and I saw Barbara's name was out here somewhere. Kim Othman. Hello. There's Barbara. Hello, darling. And Richard Riddle is out here. Love you guys. All right. And another Venmo coming in. Barbara's coming in at $10 on Venmo. Woo! It's almost like an auction tonight, you guys. $10. Barbara. Got you, girl. All right, and let's see who else is out here. I know I saw Dia out here too. Let me scroll down a little bit. Jamie, what's happening? Lola Blue. All right, let's see what else. Destiny's out here. Dia is out there. Hello, darling. How are you? Joyce. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm so glad you're here. This is 9/29. Woo! I just did that in my head, and it's 9/11 again. Hey, we can celebrate your birthday again. And look at that. It's 8/18. Ha! That's Chris's birthday. That's hilarious. You guys can't make this up. Okay, but anyways, you know, if we just add the numbers together, we can turn them into whatever we want to. You know, they all turn into messages. Everything has multiple meanings too. Okay, I want you guys to be aware of that. Okay, words have multiple meanings. Be mindful of the words that you use. Okay, be very, very mindful of the words that you use. Okay, the words that come out of your mouth. Okay, the thoughts that you're thinking. If it has any kind of negative, whatever. Hello, Carol Ann Carey. I see you too there, girl. Hello. She's yelling at me. Hello. I hear you. Carol Ann. I love you guys. And thank you for my message after the show last night. You guys are the best. Okay. But all this, I don't even know where to go with that for right now. You guys, I just love you guys. Okay, I'm feeling all the love. Okay, and as I said before, remember that your higher selves are here, right? You're bringing all that energy down into this human vessel, right? Because we're on this plane of Earth, you know, whatever dimension this is in at the moment, you know, because it's all fluctuating. And as I say that, my body got lighter. I felt like I wanted to start floating. Ooh, let's levitate, you guys. That would be awesome. So the energy is going through us, around us, clearing us, expanding us, removing anything, remembering, bringing in all the energy that you need to remember back into you so that you have more clarity about moving forward. Okay. Because you all need clarity. We need clarity. We need clarity, clarity, clarity for not only just me and you, but for everybody, right? The earth needs clarity. You know, everyone needs to take a deep breath. That's what they need to do. Take a deep breath. And let's start fresh. We need a little fresh start. You know, it's new beginning. You know, now that we're moving into this beautiful fall season, we're in fall with this harvest moon. So what are you guys harvesting? Harvest, harvest, harvest. All right, you darlings. Hello, darlings. Hello. All right, let's see. Should I start giving messages now, or do I have more things to talk about first? No, we can jump into messages because I feel like there's a lot of people here this evening, whether you've said hello to me yet or not in the chat, no matter where you're watching from, because we're in multiple locations at once. Know that your energy is being assisted in this moment. You are coming forward because I asked God to bring me those people that need to tap into the energy because we're all connected, right? It's all like connected. We all like connect with each other. That's why we're brought into different situations so that we can be around these different people to create those different energies and such. Okay, you guys? So, Well, good luck with that, girl. The Mediterranean diet today. I don't know what that is, but I hope you enjoy it and I hope it works for what you would like to do. Again, clearing your body. Maybe there's some of you out there that need to go through some kind of detox, right? You need to detox something out of your body. Maybe there's something you need to let go of. Oh, damn. Jamie just tipped me $50. Damn, girl. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. You guys are rocking it out of the park tonight. I love you guys. Woo, woo. All right. Damn, that just took me off my track off. That, whoa, it took me off the track. Okay, but anyways, we're clearing out. All right, that's what I was going through. So maybe you need to go through some kind of detox, right? Or you just need to go, change up something in your diet or add something that your body's calling for, right? Because I've noticed that my body will start asking me for something, and then I'll muscle test to see if I'm really supposed to have that, right? It's like, all right, so am I supposed to take this today or whatever? And my body's like, yes, I would really like to have that today. Or no, that's not necessary today. And we're bringing in lots of heat as I talk about this today. So we're bringing, we're bringing in lots of heat right now, okay? So there's lots of clearing and lots of cleansing going on, and you guys are going to be better, brighter stars because you're not carrying around any of that heavy, dense energy. Okay, we're just releasing it all. We're just going to be like little feathers and be able to float around now. Okay, feathers. You guys are my feathers floating around. All right, you guys, let's get to some messages before we get a word from Ms. Balter. And you guys are rocking it out of the park today, you guys, with the donations. I love you guys. Thank you. All right, let's set this over here. And then let's get to rocking and rolling on some messages, my friends. All right, so Robert, you are number 1 today. All right, Robert, and let's see what I get for you. Okay, so all right, Robert, I feel like you're going through a lot of changes right now. You may be going through your own eye of the storm right now, it feels like. But this is not a bad thing. This is a cleansing thing for you. This is really going to help you a lot, okay? Because I'm getting, this is like wiping years off you. You know what I mean? So, I'm feeling like if you're, 25, you'll feel like you're 15. I'm not even sure how old you are. I'm just throwing numbers out there. You know what I mean? So whatever it is, you're going to feel 10 years younger because you've let go of some of that energy. And as I say that, I can feel that tenseness I was talking about in my shoulder blades and in my back. Like you're carrying too much weight that no longer needs to be carried. Okay. I feel like I'm walking around this, this big old backpack, you know what I mean? And it's just way too heavy and I'm carrying other people's stuff and I'm just going to take it off and I'm just going to set it on the ground and I'm going to be like, whoever this belongs to needs to come pick it up because I'm no longer carrying it anymore. It is no longer my weight or no longer my burden. Okay. And this lightens your load. And then I feel like you can start like skipping down the street. Okay. So this is going to really help you lighten up your load. So whatever it is that you're going through, this is going to help clear up some things so that you can create the joy, the journey, and the happiness that you want to create in your life. So I'm going to leave that with you, Robert. Thank you very much for being here today. And thank you for your donation. And then we have Mr. Richard Riddle. Mr. Richard Riddle. All right, Richard. All right, Richard, you have stuff that's going on too. I feel like you are in the middle of, I feel like there's a cleaning going up. There's a cleaning going on, okay? And I feel like this is in your physical space. So if you're not like rearranging your furniture or deep cleaning, I feel like there's like a deep clean going on, okay? And I feel like this is good for you. And I feel like you're also bringing more plants into your house. I feel like you're in the process of, moving all these plants inside for winter or whatever, or making cuttings. I feel like you're propagating a lot of things. And I feel like you're really venturing down that, they're showing me this plant road. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm out of, where do I feel like I'm at? I feel like I'm at wherever they make plants. What is that called? A nursery for plants. Yes, that's what it is. A nursery for plants, right? So I feel like there is something going on there. There's a lot of healing going on with that. And I feel like you're going to be giving them away as gifts this holiday season. So I'm going to leave that with you, my dear Richard. Thank you for being here. And also, before I leave that, Richard, there's also a lot of energy coming in for you right now. It feels like it's hot and it's heavy. And I feel like you may have a relationship coming up, or there's something that you're also getting frustrated with. It's something you need to let go of because it's nothing you have control of. And you need to just take care of you as you move forward. Okay. Just you. Okay. And then you can choose to filter out a little bit, but sometimes you go above and beyond for others and they're not appreciative. So I'm going to leave that with you, Mr. Richard Riddle. Thank you. Thank you. And then Miss Kathy Bray. Let's flip my little piece of paper over. All right, let's see what's going on with Kathy. All right, Kathy, you've been on a road to somewhere. I'm not sure where you've been going, but you have. Where have you been doing? I feel like you've been here, there, and everywhere. So I don't know if you've been going back and forth. I'm not sure if you're back in Florida after last year or what's going on yet. But I feel like there's this back and forth, this back and forth, this back and forth. Okay. And just know that it's been going on for quite a while right now. But I feel like it's going to calm down. And I feel like that after it calms down, because I feel like you've been visiting people too. I feel like people are attached to some of these things. And you've also been connecting a lot of dots, they're saying. You're putting a lot of the dots together. So I don't know what it is you're figuring out about your puzzle that you have going on right now, but there's definitely something new and exciting coming up for you, my friend. There's something new and exciting coming up for you. Okay. And also an expansion. I don't know if you're still working, but I feel like there's something that you want to do that like has creativity attached to it. It's along the artistic side. I also feel like interior design is kind of like pulling you in different directions. So I don't know if that has to go with the new plans of the house or whatever's going on, but I feel like there's newness going on with that. Okay. So there's something new that you're getting ready to architect for yourself and to create for yourself. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear Kathy. Thank you for being here today. And thank you very much for your donation, my friend. All right. And after that, we have Barbara. Thank you, Barbara, for being here. How are things in North Carolina, my friend? All right, let's see what time we're at. All right, Barbara. Let's see. All right. So, my dear Barbara, my dear Barbara. Okay, so what I'm getting for you is, again, more travel. You've worked so hard all your life. You deserve to do some of this traveling, enjoying your time. Okay. But I also feel like there's a group that's coming together. Okay. And I feel like this is something you're pulling together in your neighborhood. So I feel like people are going to be more inclined to want to do this like in the winter season. You know what I mean? When they have less time that they want to be spending outside because it's a little chilly or whatever. And I feel like they're going to need the assistance as we're moving forward into winter. Okay, so you're going to be setting things up, and it's so funny because they keep having me do this Reiki circle over your over your name. So there's lots of healing that's coming through you and through the others, through the massages and the Reiki that you're adding in there. You're really giving much benefit to your clients, and you're going to be busy this winter because they keep talking to each other. Oh my God, you got to get a massage from Barbara. You know what I mean? So you're making quite the name for yourself, which is kind of cool. So you're going to make new friends. I'm getting new friends. And be on the lookout because there is still a gentleman that's going to be walking into your life. And walking. Well, I feel like I meet him when I'm walking. So pay attention to what you're doing when you're out for your walks, my dear. And also your guides and your angels and your loved ones are super excited about the messages that they've been giving you. Woo! You better be writing these down because you're going to be sharing them. Have you been making the videos or audios? Even the audio is good if you don't want to be on video yet, but they're wanting you to start somewhere, even if only you listen to it by yourself. So I'm going to leave that with you, Barbara. And then this is the perfect time to have a word from my sponsor, beautiful Marsha Morris of Feng Shui My Space. So if you guys are interested in changing up the energy in your house, your office, wherever that may be, that hard to buy for person that you want to shop for this season, check out Marsha Morris of Feng Shui My Space. Check it out, guys. Welcome back, you guys. Check out fengshuimyspace.com for further details. Check her out. Check her out. Check her out. Change up the energy in your space. It will be amazing for you. Thank you, Marcia, for being a sponsor of the Joyful Findings Show. All right, let's check out a few comments, and then I will go to Jamie. Jamie over there at Lola Blue. All right, Barbara says, yay, can't wait. Wow, got to start walking and videoing and hosting Reiki circles. Laugh out loud. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yes, you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy. Richard says, thank you so much, Melissa. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, you guys. Boo-boo. All right, let's see where we're at now. All right, Jamie. Woo. I love getting in your energy because you're such a little fire starter. All right. And by that, I mean, she's like a go-getter. She gets stuff done. Okay, so that's amazing. So let's see what I got here. Huh. All right. All right, Jamie. So again, more expansion is coming for you. And I feel like you are going to, there's something new that's working its way in. So I feel like, I feel like we're starting with a blank page again. Not that you've started with, because I already know that you have some ideas, but I need a blank page for you. So I feel like there's these ideas. I'm going X, Y, and Z. And then there's all these things that like you're noticing like the community needs. Like there's all these like things, and I don't even know what they are, but they're things, okay? Or things that are services, whatever. But anyways, there's like those, okay? And then I feel like I know we're going to end up putting this under a big, actually not just one warehouse, because I feel like there's going to be a couple. I feel like there's going to be like a farm. I feel like you're going to use a lot of your own products. So, but I feel like there's really this really big expansion coming. And I feel like there's going to be people that want to be involved. You know what I mean? So that may like be investors or something like that, or just somebody that wants to donate money for a good cause, right? I feel like there's like, and I'm getting lit up as I say this. So, because they're giving, okay. So they're, and I don't know why this is choking me up, because this would be a really good thing. So I feel like there's people that want to invest in something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like they see this as part of like new life and stuff like that, you guys. Okay. So, but also not only that, I feel like you need to plan yourself a vacation. Okay, Jamie, it's time to take a week off, give everyone a week off, whatever you want to do, because you deserve it, right? So I feel like there is a vacation that's coming as well. And also something like, oh my God, it's like you always have ideas. If I sat down and talked to you, we could just go over and over and over and over all these different ideas that just keep flowing to you. So I feel like there's still an expansion with that, and also picking up more places to put your products. But it's also because it's so infused with love, not just by you, but everyone that you have working on your staff is full of all this love and joy. And that's what's so important. They really enjoy coming into work. So you're teaching people how to have other people work for them that also have joy in their lives. But I see a lot of excitement coming up. And I also feel like there's something, they're showing me your son, and there's something new, a new opportunity showing up for him, something that was totally unexpected, but it's a surprise, and it's a huge, huge opportunity. And I think he's going to say yes to whatever that is. Okay. So I'm going to leave all that with you, Jamie. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for your donation. And thank you for all that you do. We are all important on this earth. We all got up and had to do exactly what we had to do today. Right? We're living our purpose every day. So thank you. Hello, Thomas. You're next. You're my next donation. You guys are rocking it out of the park tonight. I tell you what. I love it. Thank you. I'm going to give you one. Jamie says, beautiful. Thank you so much. Love you. I love you too. I love you too. I love you too. I love all of you. I love all of you for exactly who you are in this very moment. I love you for everything that you've been through. I have no judgment towards anything that's ever happened in this lifetime, because you're a beautiful being right now, and you've learned from all those experiences. So it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, Thomas. You're next, my friend. You are next. All right, Thomas. Thomas. Let's write your name down, see what I get for you today, Thomas. All right, Mr. Thomas. All right, so you stay very busy. You're a very, very, very busy man. Very busy man. Okay. And I'm okay, so I'm seeing you. Okay. You need a vacation. And I almost feel like I told you this last time I gave you a reading. I almost feel like this because I can't remember what I told you, but I'm feeling because I'm seeing this guy. He's sitting on a boat and he's fishing. So I don't know what you need to be doing right now, but you need to do a little relaxing. And that's your form of meditation. Okay. That is your form of meditation. So even if it's getting out in nature, going walking, even if you're a hunter, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. That's your motivation. That's your meditation, right? So I feel like you need to clear out your head. And I feel like you need to get, I don't know if you have children or not, but I feel like you need to get your children out there with you as well. So I feel like this is a family outing. So maybe there is a family fishing trip coming up or a family something. So I feel like there's something that you're going to do with your family that is out in nature, whether it's you're out having a party at the park or you're going to the beach, whatever it is. I don't know where you live or what you got going on near you, but something that is out in nature. You're being called, whether it's out guarding, even in your front yard, backyard, it doesn't matter. That's still outside in nature. Okay. They're wanting you to reconnect because I feel like whatever you do for work or whatever you do is like kind of like, I feel like there's all this static that goes on. So wherever it is that you go, there's like, it's not really you, it's them, whoever they are. Okay. I feel like there's all this static that kind of goes on. So they're like saying that you need to like step out of that. You know what I mean? And clear that. And then put up your protection bubble. You were not here earlier, I don't believe. So whatever that protection is for you, and then go back into that space. But at first you need an energy clearing in nature. Okay. That's what I'm feeling for you right now. A little clearing in nature. So I'm going to leave that with you, Thomas. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your donation. And also, you already talked to a lot of guides and angels. You think it's kind of like, you're not sure. They want you to start trusting yourself a little more because you do have intuition. Kind of runs in the family of all of you. So be mindful of that you are getting intuition. Sometimes you second guess yourself and you need to have a little bit more faith in yourself and trust yourself because God is giving you a lot of answers that you are asking for. So really, I'm just validation of what you've already been hearing. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. Hello, darlings. I see there's some more people popping in here. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I see Kim Smith is here. I thought I saw Kim O earlier too. Okay, you guys. So this is where this happens. Okay, so I know you may have already asked me for a message, but I'm not scrolling back up. So if you are still interested and you are still here and you are interested in having a message this evening, please ask me one more time in the chat box for a message. Thank you. And if you have something specific you would like to know, then ask your question. I'll be happy to tap in and see what we get for that, okay? All right. Kim says she's still here. Kim Hoffman is still here. All right. All right, you guys. Let's see what I get for Kim. Let's see what I get for Kim Hoffman today. Let's write your name down right here, Kim. Kim O. Because I know Kim Smith just popped on too. All right. So for you, dear, I'm getting a resurrection. You are resurrecting yourself, and all the change that is happening is necessary for the changes and that you initiate for yourself. So you are in resurrection mode. Isn't that quite lovely, Kim? Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? I feel like that is resurrection for you. That's the word of the day for you, Kim Hoffman. You are resurrecting yourself by the changes that you initiate. That feels very strong. I like that. I like that a lot, Kim. All right, and then, all right, let's see. You guys are going too fast for me now. Slow down, slow down. All right. All right, let's see. Ruth would love a message. All right, Ruth, hold on a second. Let's see here. Oops, I almost crossed you guys out. All right, let's see. All right, Ruth wants a message. And then Destiny. And then Joyce. And then I'll see who's after that. Okay, you guys? I guess I should write so I could actually say. All right, Ruth, let's see what's shaking in your world today. You have things that are coming into harmony for yourself. You've already been going through a lot of healing and clearing out and stuff of that sort. And now you're going to be more in harmony with yourself, with your true self, and those around you. I feel like there's oh, there's all this like beautiful. It's funny because I feel like there's these violin players here right now, and they're playing this beautiful music. I have no idea what it is, but it's so serene and magical, and it just kind of makes you kind of float away. So just know that everything that you've been going through is bringing you to harmony. So I'm going to leave that with you, Ruth. All right, Destiny, let's see what's shaking in your world today. Destiny is next. Destiny, you're still working on communication. Okay, I feel like you're working on communication with yourself and maybe with others as well. Okay, so this is either you need to learn to reword your questions or your responses, or wait until instead of reacting, thinking about it for a minute and be like, all right, how could I reword this so that I don't get the same response that I always get? Because if you'll notice, everything's a pattern. So recognize where those patterns are and where you can make the changes in the communication so that it makes it easier with other people and with yourself. And you're not staying in the same cycles of miscommunication. So communication is your word of the day, Destiny. All right, and next is Joyce. Let's see what I get for Joyce. Joyce. All right, so Joyce. So Joyce, what I'm getting for you is there is something that you would like to bring forward, okay? But I feel like you are hesitant about wanting to bring it forward, whatever that is. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. They're not showing what that is. But they're showing me also a rebirth for you. Okay, because now I'm seeing a picture of a stork fly in. Okay, and it's funny because I saw two of them today. Okay, so but I'm seeing the stork fly in, right? So this stork is coming in, and that's about birth, right? Storks are about birth. So what is it that you are ready to birth right now? And it doesn't have to be a baby, okay? But it's you're bringing something to that birthing stage. Okay, so they're wanting you to continue with that, whatever that is. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that with you. And I just saw you ask me a question, silly girl. All right, Kim Hoffman, I already gave you a message. Thank you. Just go rewind a little bit. All right, Ruth, I gave you a message. Let's make sure I get all you guys. And Joyce, I just did it. And why can't I see what you wrote? Because I have things in the way. All right, hold on. Joyce says, I'd love a message. The numbers 28, 2, and 42. Dreamt and woke up repeating. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'll tap into that in a minute. Kathy says, thank you. You're welcome, Kathy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thomas says, that is so spot on. Every point. Thank you so much. I guess I'll be taking the kiddos on the boat. My oldest has been bugging about it, but work has been crazy. Laugh out loud. I'll be making it happen. Make it happen, Captain. You are the captain of that ship. Make it happen. All right. And Kim says, wonderful. Thank you. I made your night. That's awesome. Destiny says, hi, Ruth. All right. So there you go. All right. So I haven't missed any of you guys that have asked for a message yet, have I? Did I miss any of you guys? All right. Is there anybody out there that still wants a message? Thank you, Melissa. Great message, Ruth says. You're welcome, dear. You're welcome. All right. I'm going to set my pad down because then they're going to have me start talking because no one wants a message. I'll wait a second for you guys. Okay. All right, you guys. So what else do they want me to share with you guys this evening? I don't know. All right. Yes. Great message, Joy says. You're welcome. Okay. So a lot of you are learning to go your own way, right? Because sometimes I'm going to say we get stuck in schools of fish, right? We kind of get stuck in these schools of fish, right? Now we're talking water. All right. I'll give you a message in just 1 second, but I feel like I need to talk about these fish for a minute. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so I feel like sometimes we're swimming along and we kind of join up with this school of fish and we think we're doing the right thing. And then we kind of like, nah, this is really what really, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm not, these aren't my tribe. I don't feel that comfortable here, whatever it is. So I feel like you're all starting to make your own way, right? So it's like you might be breaking free, and separating from those schools of fish that you've been around for so long, because you are not the same vibration as you were. You have changed so much, my friends. You have no idea. I mean, maybe you feel it energetically. Maybe you feel it emotionally. Maybe you feel it. Oh, Kim Smith is dropping me $2. Thank you, Kim. She got me the 222. Look at you go. All right. You will be right. You'll be next, and then I'll do Dia. But I'm talking about us all changing out of all these little, schools. Again, I brought up water 3 different times tonight. My water at the beginning when we were getting in my little water park, right? Because we're in my lazy river and then we're at the water park and we're going down the tubes and the tunnels and we're all going to hang on and trust all that. Okay. So just know that you guys are calm through all of this. It's going to be fine. All right, Kim Smith, let's see what's shaking in your world. All right, Kim, you're going to keep doing what you're doing because you're creating your own pot of gold. And what that means is that you are creating your own joy and happiness, which is more important than the pot of gold. Okay, because you are the pot of gold. I don't know if you have Irish in you, but I just saw this little leprechaun guy walk by. But anyways, so there's this energy going on around you. Okay, so there's this energy going on around you, Kim. And just, it's all going to be good for you. It's all going to be good, but you have to keep trusting in the way that you're going. Okay. In the way that you're going. Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to leave that with you. Hi, Debbie. Sure. Actually, you can I'll give you a message right after Dia. So let me write your name down, Debbie. Glad to see you. It is nice to see you recently, my friend. All right. So Dia, let's tap into you. They want me to switch my side of the pen. Write your name. Woo! You're like a lightning bolt. I feel like you're here, there, and everywhere, and you took off. I mean, my pen just went, and made the lightning bolt. So there's a lot of energy that's coming through you, around you. Still tons and tons and tons and tons of new messages that are flowing to you, that are helping you put more and more and more and more of the dots together, helping those around you to create what they're seeing through these dots. Like you have explanations that are helping them. So I don't know who you've been talking to recently, that you're actually telling some of this stuff to. Maybe it's people in the car or whatever, or maybe at the store or whatever, or even people that you're working with. But I feel like there's more conversations that are coming about these things, which is really quite exciting. And you're just going to take off like a lightning bolt. So when you decide it's time to go, it's gone. It's like, ping! You're like a pinball, we pull the spring back on the pinball machine and you just take off, right? And sometimes you don't know where you're going, but you're going to trust where you're going because it's all going to work out just fine, okay? They're saying just fine. And I feel like you're going to be able to create more than what you're imagining you're going to be able to create, because more people are getting on board, because they're finally waking up. They're finally waking up. It's been a slow process at the wake up process, but more people are. So that's a good thing. All right, Debbie. Let's see. Let me find a piece of paper that I can write on for you. Hold on. All right, Debbie. Let's see what I get for you. Debbie. Ooh. There are new opportunities that are coming up for you, Debbie. There are new opportunities. And I also see, okay, so it's been like this roller coaster ride a little bit, you know, but you've learned how to master. I'm going to learn to say you've learned how to master the waves. Okay. Then things have calmed down, and that's where we are right now. And now you're ready to adventure. Okay. So I feel like there's new adventure coming for you. And I also feel like this is involved with some kind of relationship too. So I don't know if you've met someone already. I mean, it's a possibility, but know that it's coming very soon. And it's like they're highlighted, like you can see their light shine, like they're kind of like a lighthouse, right? It's kind of like there's this new energy that you're able to see, and you can see it like pulsate. It's kind of like seeing people's auras, right? And you're able to go, oh my God, I can really see that. You know what I mean? And it makes, it just, you're able to recognize it for what it exactly is. So just know that many good things are coming up for you, Debbie, because you've waited, and God is going to, He's bringing forth those gifts for you. So just know they're on their way, because I feel like I'm handing them to you. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you, Debbie. Thank you for being here tonight. That's awesome. Let's see. Kim says, yes, Irish blood, feeling lucky, blessed. Woo-hoo! You go, girl. You do that. Richard says, been feeling to get the new place with stuff happening around here. Yes, yes. Do that, Richard. Do that. Complicated by side, that was fantastic. Woohoo, let's effing go. Woo, let's go. We got this. So much beauty and grace ahead for all of us. Yes. And that's the thing that it's hard to see right now. But on the other side of all of this, you know, it's kind of like if you could, oh, I don't have it right now, but I have this idea. Okay. So like I'm going to do the best I can for you guys for what I see in my head right now. So we're going to have like this circle. Okay. And this is like, okay. So just imagine I'm showing you right now a coin, right? And the other half you can't see yet. So just imagine that this whole coin looks like this chaos right here. It looks like chaos. There's nothing there, right? And then we flip the coin, and then we're all kind of like happy and peaceful, right? Because things have been flipped for a really long time to this way for so long. I can't even begin to tell you. Okay. More lifetimes than we've been alive. So don't be mad at yourself for not recognizing it in this life, because it's been before we've had this life. Okay. It's been before we were born. Okay. But we are ready to change it all now. We are flipping it. Okay. This is gone. Okay. This is in the process of leaving right now. We're in the process of flipping everything, right? And I see a lot of things flipping over. And you can do that with words. You can do it with all kinds of different things. But we're leaving all of this. Okay. God said, now enough of you have woken up. Consciousness on earth is now risen again. We believe in God again, because that's where we all screwed up, you guys. We took God out of everything. But you have to have a source. You have to have something higher than yourself, right? Let's go. So all this crap right here is going to be gone. And this kind of reminds me of the full moon right now, right? So here we are in the harvest moon, because we don't want to harvest this. We don't like this crap. You know, we want to harvest this. We want to bring all this together. So this is kind of like what's going on right now. So we're getting ready to go. Okay. It's go time. And that's what it feels like. And go time means every day living your purpose, doing exactly what it is that brings you joy. And if you're not in the job that you love yet, what is that going to be? Because that's important when we flip this. Okay, it's important to be over here and doing exactly what it is, because then it doesn't feel like work. You're getting up and doing your joy every day, right? The name of the show is Joyful Findings, right? So I need to go the opposite way. Or however that goes. But anyways, Joyful Findings. That's you are finding your joy every day. Okay. And sometimes it's not easy, right? Because we're human. Things happen to our bodies and to our minds and to our people, or in the energy we're in, wherever we went that day, whatever. We just need to let all that go. So as like back in the beginning, we talked about healing, right? We talked about healing, and we talked about clearing out all that old stuff that no longer serves us, right? And we talked about putting that heart back together, right? All the pieces are fitting back together, right? There's no more out of adjustments, okay? There's no pieces missing. They're not out wandering around out here or out there. They're all just like hanging out here now, and they're all kind of like getting moved into place. Everyone's connecting into their highest self, into their heart chakra, because this is our God's positioning sensor. This is our GPS guy. This is where we need to go. This is where we need to go. Okay. And this is all being put back into place exactly where it needs to go. So no longer confused, no longer under any spells that we didn't even know we were under, whatever it is that needs to be released from us. Okay, whatever it is, the net that they have tried to throw over us no longer has any power on us. We are free from all of that. We are breaking free from all of that. We are standing in our true power, our true energy, in our God source, and we are sending the message here, there, and everywhere. Our lights are lit up, and we are the lighthouses around the world, and we are helping our fellow man, women, children, everyone that's beside us. We are all working together, whether we recognize it or not. And we're connected through here. We're connected through God. We're connected. We forget that sometimes. We think we are singular. We are not. We work as a singular, but we work as a collective as well. And God is super excited that the collective isn't really awakening, because many of us, we all contracted to come down here. We all had, lots of things that we had to accomplish while we were down here, but we asked to come to be a part of this time. We have lived many lifetimes before, whether you believe in that or not. We have done this for many eons, and now we are breaking all those spells. We are bringing our energy back to God. We are bringing that energy back to source, and we are going to create a better heaven on earth with each other doing that together. You guys are amazing beings, because everything that you've accomplished so far is going to help you help the next person, because someone has been through exactly what you've been through. Don't be afraid to talk about your experiences, because someone has also felt that. Someone has also felt exactly what you have felt at one time, place, or another. We all have felt all of this at one time or another. And now we are breaking free from all of it. All of it. We will all be free souls worldwide. Keep going, my loves. Don't give up. It's only going to get better. Believe. Right here, babies. Trust, faith in God. It's only going to get better from here on out. You guys, finish out the rest of this beautiful September, and I look forward to seeing you in the month of October, which will be next Friday when I see you. So you guys keep rocking your true selves. Knock it out of the park. I'll see you next week. Love you guys.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.